Hello, Leo. My name is Ray. Welcome to Ray's Tarot. This will be a timeless reading for singles, and we are going to be asking, who's next? Today, I will be using the Romance Angels Oracle deck to pull the main energy between you, and then we will be using the Universal Tarot deck to dive a little deeper. If you would like to buy these decks for yourself, I will put a link to their website in the description below. Please remember that time is fluid, and if this message does not resonate, be sure to check out my readings for your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Now let's get right into your reading. Who's next for Leo singles? Who's coming their way? What is the main energy between them? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Who is next for Leo singles? Who is coming their way? Why is the main energy between the two of them engagement? You have the Nine of Wands in your present situation. This is known as the Wounded Warrior card in the tarot deck, so I definitely feel like some of you have been hurt before. You have your guard up, you've built walls around your heart. You've kind of created a fortress for yourself, Leo, so that people can't get inside your head. You might have been taking a break from dating for a while because this card is also about rest and reconsideration. You know, reevaluating the dating strategy that you've been having up till this point. What's working and what isn't? Who do I need to stay away from and who's good for me? But you're definitely scared of getting hurt with this Nine of Wands, Leo. And I feel like people think that you're very difficult to get to know because of this wall that you've built around your heart. You have the Fool and you're crossing here, so this is what's pushing you forward. There's a new beginning on offer here, followed by the ending of a cycle. The Fool card is about endings and beginnings, because the number is 0. So you have that imagery of the cycle of life here. The Fool is also always depicted as kind of jumping off of a cliff. So this new person coming your way, they might feel like they came out of the blue, because the Fool can sometimes represent unexpected changes. But that's why the Fool card is about taking a risk, because you need to take that leap of faith. You need to jump off of this cliff and hope that the universe will give you a safety net to land on. With that Nine of Wands in your present situation as well, this person knows that you have trust issues. And I feel like the universe is trying to tell you that this person is trustworthy, that you can take this leap of faith with them. They will catch you when you fall, Leo. Because this person can feel your careful, cautious energy. But this person just wants you to jump right in. With the engagement card being the main energy between the two of you, this is a reading for Leo singles, so it doesn't have to be literal. But the message is that your love life is ascending to a higher level of engagement. So it doesn't necessarily, in this case, mean an engagement ring. I'm not saying that your relationship is moving extremely fast. This just feels more like, with this new beginning on offer with this person, you're finally getting the level of commitment that you want. There's finally enough potential here for this to really go somewhere. You need to leave this past energy with the Nine of Wands behind. Because if you really want your love life to ascend to this higher level of engagement, you can't keep carrying all this baggage with you. You have the Four of Swords at your base. So with that Nine of Wands and your present energy here, I'm seeing a connection between these two cards, like you've been taking a rest. You might have been taking a break from dating for a while and just focusing on yourself, getting your confidence back, recharging your batteries, making sure that you're learning how to relax, that you've been through the healing process with that past energy, that you're remembering that sometimes you need to just breathe. So you do still have walls up, but you have been doing the healing, Leo. You've been doing a lot of the inner work. And this new change is definitely scary. We have the Tower here, the Devil, and the Death card, but we also have the Sun card here and the Page of Cups. Like I said, this connection has a lot of potential. It's going to come on unexpectedly, and it's going to be a sudden change. Like I said, this person might kind of sneak up on you out of the blue, where you don't expect to connect as well with them as you originally thought you would. It kind of feels like this person is ready to shake up your world because you've been stuck in this Four of Swords energy for a while now. And that's not a bad thing. Like I said, you've been doing the healing. There's still a little bit of a wall here. But again, with that Fool card in your crossing, I feel like this is just some leftover trust issues from some really bad past energy. You have the Tower in your past, so I feel like this is what's essentially creating that Nine of Wands in your present. You've been hurt before, and it caused some sort of major life change. Whatever this past negative energy is, it was very sudden, it was very dramatic. Especially with that Death card here as well, I feel like for some of you, this was almost, it feels like an awakening. Ever since you've been healing up from this past Tower energy, it's like you've become a whole new person. Or you're still in the process of becoming a whole new person. But you had to go through a major upgrade here, because you're coming through as the King of Wands. Not the Page, not the Knight, the King. And you have the Sun in your thoughts. The Tower is also a card that kind of represents that old phrase, the truth will set you free. So for some of you, I feel like the trust issues that you kind of still hold on to in your present are about some sort of really messy old relationship where there were definitely some secrets being kept. But again, there's lots of healing energy here, so I feel like you're pretty much almost over that. You're at the Nine of Wands right now. We don't have the Ten of Wands present, but it's like you just need that to get that one more baby step in order to be able to drop the burden, you know? You're almost at the end of the cycle here. 9 is 1 away from 10. So don't ever think that you haven't been healing properly or that you haven't been making any progress. Think back to how you felt when you first started and compare it to where you are now and see how much you've grown. Again, with this engagement card as the main energy between the two of you, I feel like you won't have to worry about trust issues with this new person. Because whatever like petty energy was going on in your past that caused this Tower card, this new person, this new connection is going to give you so much more emotional stability and security than that. You're done with, immature games. You're done with all that high school level drama. You want something serious. You have the Sun in your crowning thoughts. So this is your energy, Leo. Like I said, especially with that Four of Wands at your base, you've been healing. You've been focusing on yourself. You've been radiating positive vibes, focusing on your education, your career, your finances, your family, your friends. You might have been casually dating, but obviously this is a singles reading, so nothing has really stuck, but you're okay with that. It's like you finally reached a place where you're okay with the fact that you're still single. Would you like to be in a relationship? Yes. Does it really matter that much to you? No. You've learned how to be alone, and you've learned to be comfortable with being alone. You should be proud of yourself for achieving this Sun card. You are already fulfilled within yourself. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be in a relationship. But you need to acknowledge how far you've come. You've created this Sun for yourself. That doesn't mean that you're not still a little bit cautious in the dating game. But there's definitely reason for you to be proud of how far you've grown. You have the Two of Swords in your immediate future. So if this is just someone that you're talking to right now, there might be some miscommunication going on, or communication might be very poor between the two of you. You might not be even talking to anybody right now, and you kind of feel like you're stuck. But if there is already another person that you have in mind during this reading, it's kind of like the two of you are at an impasse. Communication is very slow and stagnant and staggered. You might have run out of things to talk about. Or you might be nervous and there's a part of you that doesn't know how to talk to this person. You or another person involved in this reading might also be a little bit indecisive about whether or not you want to come forward and approach this person. Or they might be indecisive about whether or not they want to come forward and approach you. And I feel like that's your current energy getting in the way. Someone might see that you are still a little cautious, and that's making them hesitate because they can feel that Nine of Wands energy surrounding you. And it makes them a little bit anxious. You might be intimidated by this person, or this person might find you a little bit intimidating because they can tell that you still have your guard up. So I definitely feel like this new connection is slow to start, but it has a happy ending. Some of you are a little hard to get to know, like I said before. And for some of you with those trust issues, it might be difficult for you to see potential in people. This person might also want to offer you something stable, but they know that it's not the time right now and that the two of you really need to slow things down. In your hopes and fears, you have the Devil. Again, I feel like this is more past energy. In connection with that Tower card, this person might have had you addicted to drama. There was some sort of very toxic relationship from your past that just made you feel so enslaved to this person, like you were addicted to them. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn, or your new person coming in could be a Capricorn, but that doesn't mean that they carry this Devil energy. But this is in your fears, so you really don't. You are very hesitant to open up to people with that Two of Swords and that Nine of Wands because you don't want this Devil energy to interfere in your relationships again. A lot of people don't realize that the Devil can also be a positive card. The Devil is also a lust card. So this is just like a side message for some Leos out there, but some of you just want casual sex right now. Some of you single Leos out there are not even looking for a relationship. You just want to keep messing around for a while. And that's okay, do you, as long as it's consensual, you're not ruining any relationships, then go for it. Your new person coming in could also be extremely physically attracted to you. For some of you, this might start off as a sex-based connection. And then somewhere along the line, one of you is going to start catching feels. But those are just possibilities and side messages for some of you. I feel like the main message with this card, because it's popping up in the position of your hopes and fears, is, again, that you're scared of this very addictive energy interfering with your present relationships. Your person sees you as the King of Wands. You could also be dealing with another fire sign, Aries, another Leo, or a Sagittarius, but I'm seeing this as this is how they see you. So again, with this Four of Swords at your base and the Sun card in your crowning thoughts, this person feels like you're on a whole nother level. They see you as very passionate, and that could be passionate about them, passionate about relationships, passionate in bed possibly again, but also a hard worker. You know, passion can also be about ambition and motivation. Because you carry this kingly energy, this person sees you as something worthy of a higher level of commitment. Because they feel like you're able to give them that level of engagement back, you know? If they give you this level of higher engagement, you'll be able to return it to them because you're the king. Male or female, doesn't matter. I'm hearing a king is worthy of a queen. Or another king. Again, male or female, doesn't matter. Could also be two queens. When I say this person sees you as a king, I don't necessarily mean that they're going to worship the ground that you walk on, or that they see you as royalty or some sort of god. But this person definitely sees you as very passionate and someone worthy of giving this level of commitment to. They have a high amount of respect for you. In your strengths and weaknesses, you have the Death card. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. We do have Scorpio present twice in this reading with the Death card and the Page of Cups, which is more water energy. But I'm seeing this card as a strength rather than a weakness. I'm seeing this Death card as you, in connection with this Four of Swords at your base and this Sun card in your crowning thoughts. Also technically in connection with the Tower in your past, and even the Devil in your hopes and fears. I'm seeing this as like, you've gone through so much healing. You've been through a major change and transformation. Especially with that Fool card in your crossing. The two, like, you're starting a whole new journey, Leo. And this person sees how different you are. They've seen your change. They've seen your growth. I'm also hearing again, for some of you, you actually may intimidate this person a little bit, because obviously death is a bit of a scary card. Even though it does not represent literal death, obviously, it's just about major change and transformation. But people are scared of change too. This connection might also scare this person. You might intimidate them a little bit because they didn't expect to feel so much for you. And this change in your relationship is also scaring them. And that might be why the two of you have the Two of Swords here, why you're kind of at a stalemate right now. Because I feel like you both make each other nervous. You didn't really expect this connection to be so intense. Or so sudden. You have the Page of Cups in your outcome. So I do see this person coming forward with an offer. But this is the Page of Cups. More water energy. You could be dealing with a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. But this is a Page of Cups, so this is still just at the beginning here. This is a small offer, which makes sense because this is the Leo singles reading. You're not expecting them to get down on one knee right away, but I do feel like this person will kind of slowly get out of this stuck Two of Swords energy about them being up in their head, or it could be you about whether or not, the two of you want this to go anywhere, but I do see them, I do see you talking to someone new, maybe them asking you out on a date. But the page is essentially a child, right? Even like this imagery, this page looks like a little baby. This is going to take baby steps. You're just at the start of a new journey together here, and I feel like it is partly because of the past energy that you're holding on to, Leo, because this person can feel that you have your guard up and that you're a little intimidated by this connection. But they see your worth with that King of Wands there. And they do just want to see where this goes. With this engagement card, it's not happening yet, that's for sure. But like I said, there's a lot of potential here. If you see where this Page of Cups goes, it could just grow and grow and grow and then turn into possibly a literal engagement way down the road. But even now, this person can see that you're different than the others. That you're worthy of a higher level of commitment. And they're definitely interested. They want to see if they can get to this place with you. They're actually taking you seriously. Can you clarify the Tower for me, please? Can you clarify the Devil for me, please? Can you clarify Death for me, please? Clarifying the Tower in your past is the Lovers. Some of you could have been dealing with a Gemini, or the new person that you have coming in could be a Gemini. But I feel like this just confirms what I was saying before, that this Nine of Wands energy in your present is definitely baggage from past relationship. This was something that hit you very hard. You were head over heels for this person. This is the past drama that's created the baggage that you've still got a little bit left of in you. Clarifying the Devil in your hopes and fears is the Five of Swords. And this is also just a confirmation. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is past energy that you're scared of affecting your present. So this past person could have stabbed you in the back with that sword there. And that's why you're scared of getting hurt. You're scared of rejection. You're scared of letting people in. You're scared of being vulnerable. You're scared of emotional pain. That's why you have your guard up with this Nine of Wands. That's why you have a hard time letting people in with this Two of Swords. But again, this person is coming through as the Page. So I feel like they can kind of feel your hesitancy here in your energy. And that's why they're coming forward like very slowly with a light offer, you know. They're not going to bow down on one knee. But they might come forward with something slower, right? Like asking you out on a date. Something much more subtle. Something more on the level of a page. The beginning of something new, especially with that Fool card there. Clarifying death in your strengths and weaknesses is the Eight of Wands. I'm seeing this as another confirmation where you had to change your life very quickly. This ending kind of came out of the blue for you, especially with that Tower card, and you had to go through some major transformation. And it's like you've turned into a whole new person, but a better person, because the Eight of Wands is about success and growth. For some of you, I'm also hearing, because the Eight of Wands is a communication card, that repeated message of, again, this new person could kind of come out of the blue for you, and it feels like everything is changing very quickly. Also, the way that you communicate it might feel faster than it is, and that's why you're a little intimidated. Like, you might have a lot in common with this person, and that's why it feels like the conversation just goes by so quickly. But I'm definitely seeing things picking up here, because death is about change, and the Eight of Wands is a very fast energy. So things are going to start moving very quickly when you least expect it. This offer might also come from somebody that you don't expect it to. Okay, Leo, I feel like your message has been received. Comment down below if this reading resonates with you and let me know what your situation is about. I do read the comments and will be liking and responding. Don't forget to like this video and click that subscribe button, that helps me a lot. You can now also follow me on Facebook, where I will be posting announcements about new tarot readings. The link to my new page is in the description below if you want to check it out. Either way, I will see you here again at Ray's Tarot. See you later!